Morning 3 in Bangladesh. So I'm on the what will eventually be our roof terrace, and yeah, quite a nice view. Obviously you can see houses that other people have built, but we're very elevated. The house was elevated anyway, and then having this on top, you've got a nice view overlooking everywhere. And I think eventually this will be somewhere where we can sort of see the sun rise, which is that way, which is east, and then sunset, which is west. Um, yeah, so let me just turn that around. You can see this will be what the view is from our roof terrace. So that's the top of the stairwell. Then we've got the water tank at the top there. The green roof is my dad's the roof of the original house that my dad built, which we've replaced the roof. And then we're just looking towards sunset. And then we're turning back towards sunrise, which is over there. Don't know if you can make. Oh no, the sun's gone behind the clouds, and this is the house that we're actually staying in at the moment. House that I stayed in at last time as well, but we're much higher than these houses, and it's actually quite a nice terrace. So today my brother and I are going to go with the builder, and we're going to go and have a look at tiles, taps, maybe even door handles and stuff like that. We want to try and get as much of that done early, so it's done, picked, selected, and then we don't have to worry about it, and then we can just try and relax and stuff like that. Just having a play about with this camera. Quite good. Just figuring out new things about this thing. Don't know how to do some things. Don't know how to do a lot of things actually. But yeah, in terms of meeting the kids yesterday, it's a bit strange. They almost felt. I mean, it's been 2 years, but at the start it was a bit. They had smiles on their faces when they saw us, but then it took a bit of time to warm up as usual. And then we played a couple of games and stuff like that. But both my brother and I were absolutely very tired after dinner. I think the stress of it all and all that kind of stuff as well doesn't help. We didn't know what the house would look like. I mean, it's still loads and loads of work to do on the house, but we were a bit stressy about that, and not knowing what it's going to look like, not knowing if we thought we've done the right thing. Um, so I don't know what's going to. I'll do that, and I can go zoom. Okay, I think I'm starting to learn how to use it. Press it again, and that's how it goes. All right. Okay, I think I'm starting to learn how to use my camera. So this is coming into the stairwell. Just want to show you one of the outer walls that they were doing yesterday. They sort of work. They work quite quickly, which was really surprising in this heat. But they did quite a quick job actually. It was quite fascinating just to watch them. For some weird reason, I thought they might have a different way of doing things. They certainly do have a different way of doing things than in the UK. But in terms of rendering, it's, I'd say it's pretty much identical to what I've seen in the UK. So we've done the side of what will eventually be my bedroom. So if I turn this around, so this is my Dad's original house. As you can see, I'm sure there were 2 windows in there. They've blocked one up and they've added a new one there. And then this is the new house. There we'll have a hallway, and maybe it would have been better if the hallway was the ceiling of the hallway was higher, but they said they didn't want to leave. They wanted to leave a gap between the roof where the water will be falling down. You can see it there. Let me just see if I can get this thing to work. There. So that's going to be our hallway, and what we plan to do here is have a nice sort of frosted glass panel on this side here and a door opposite going onto the courtyard. So this glass panel here will just obviously let in loads and loads of light. And then this is the wall they rendered yesterday. When we started they were just finishing the top, and by the end of it they'd done the bottom there, and they're going to mirror it with these kind of pillars, these concrete pillars that you can see in my dad's house. Even if they just put one on the edge of each corner, like on the side walls, and then one across, going two horizontal, one vertical, that's gonna be good enough. No, sorry, one horizontal, 2 vertical, that would be enough. And they've done the side of my bedroom, and then they've got my brother's bedroom to do. You can see they've done that, and there's, I don't know if you can tell, there's a line there as well. There's just a line there, and that line they're going to mirror with where my dad's house is. So that where that line was, that showed you that will all be black, and then hopefully sticking out a bit, and then that will be mirrored to my dad's house. So we're here in Bangladesh and with Bodrul and his wife Fatima, and they're about to cut the cake that we got for them today, which says welcome to the it says Fatima, welcome to the family, and here they are cutting the cake. Yeah, and they broke the knife. There we go. We need a proper knife.
তুমি দেনবো আপনারা একা দুজন দুজনের যাও টিস্যু হয়েছে দুধে আন চামচা নিল তোকে পারলেন টিস্যু কেন
What did you do with the tissue?
আজ তা হোক দাও নিয়ে রাখি এদিন তুলো ফুলে তুলো দাও নিয়ে দাও সারা বাদে সারা সারা নি সারা
Wallah.
জি চামচ আনলে তোকে তোমরা ইয়ে করতে পারো বো সমস্যা না আমি আজকে কোনো তো সমস্যা তো আমার নাই
She's the director, he's directing everyone around.
Madre Dios. Ahora no hay nada. No, yo no digo. Ah, awal solution na. Amma magalata. Aru fusia. Ay sa kauna tu.
Khao babi khao. Na khao. Khao.
Tu dah saya. Apa kau? Kau yang dah puluh. Sini apa? Nagalas ni tu boleh dah jual sana.
Now these are the sister-in-laws.
Oh no.
Some of the sister-in-laws.
Itu bos sana satu. Mana orang boleh sana? Ada dia tu kalau. Apa nak kau? Asal itu leh, nuai tu leh, sobi. Bukan ni pada tanda ni leh. Nuai nuai tu leh.
So we've been outside in the heat playing some game with shoes and then musical chairs, and the power's back on, so we've just come back inside to get a bit cooler. It's so hot, it's roasting, and the gang are all here. There's Shu and there's all the gang over there. Nahin's just gone out to get something. I don't know what's going on, but it is roasting. 9:15 and it is roasting. So I don't know what this is going to come out like, but it's another night of thunder and lightning. There doesn't seem to be much rain right now, but you can see the lightning behind me and the thunder. Hopefully you can hear the thunder. The bats in the background. Let's see if we can see anything this way. Don't know if you can see me or not. Yeah, there you are. Oh, I can hear the rain starting now. Hopefully that will start bucketing down like it did yesterday, because it was so cool last night when it started raining, pouring down. But yeah, it's just been one of those really hot, humid days. My brother and I went to get our Bengali national ID cards, they're called. It took forever. It took 4 hours to get these things processed. It didn't help that the power kept on cutting off, so we had to hang around for ages, but you know, it's done now and we just have to wait for the outcome. We'll apparently get a number tomorrow, then the actual card probably in about 3 or 4 weeks. We're not going to be here, but our cousin Akhtar will keep it for us like he did with the birth certificates, and then we'll just get them to, he'll get them to us when when there's a next family member coming from here to there, or from there to here, whatever, and we'll see where we're at. Anyway, I've got to take this camera in because I don't know if it will last in the rain. but I'm going to try and film some thunder and lightning tonight. I don't know if you can make it out, but it is bucketing down. So hopefully you can hear me, but you can hopefully hear the rain as well. You can't see anything, but we'll see if there's any lightning, coming up. I'm going to go around the back in a minute where it's covered and you can look over the trees and see what's going on. But yeah, but that's all lightning, so hopefully you can hear me. So now I've got the camera facing away from me from the back, looking down towards our big pond. It's got much better, when there's lightning you should be able to see the trees, everything like that, hopefully. But you should be able to hear the rain thundering down. Let me see if we can see that. If I go down a bit, let's get some more light. Oh yeah, look at that. That was a good one. That was a good one, that one. Yeah, look at that. I want to see if I can capture lightning. See if I can capture lightning on this. I don't know what the guys are saying behind me, but they're screaming. So now I'm sat opposite my dad's house. The rain has subsided a bit. Just seeing if I can get any lightning shots above my dad's house. Pull the camera down a bit. Let's see what the lightning brings. There we go. Lightning definitely died down a bit. Thunder's died down a bit. Rain is subsiding. Yeah, feels like this is sort of the routine. This is the part of the entertainment because the power's out, so you just sit here, chill out outside on the veranda, cool down, and watch the lightning show, which is ending, I guess. Apart from that beauty there, I've seen the lightning spikes, but not been able to capture it on camera. But we'll have to wait and see what we can do, because I think it's going to be like this for every single night. So we'll have to wait and see. That's my cousin's wife, otherwise known as Bubby, the boss of the village. She's ordering her grandchildren around, shouting at them, telling them to do stuff, and they just get on and do it. No arguments, no nothing. So missed a couple of amazing lightning bursts. Saw the actual lightning bolt, if you like. It wasn't coming down, it was going across the sky. But I don't know how we're going to capture it. The only way I can capture it is if I leave the camera on for a long time, but I ain't going to do that. So I'm just going to try and just randomly just film for a while, see what occurs, if anything pops up. It's definitely died down, the rain has definitely died down, maybe the thunderstorm's moved on. You can still hear the thunder rumbling in the background and stuff. Let's wait and see if there's any thunder strikes. Oh, it's going to be a long bit of poor videoing. Well, not that any of it's great. We'll see what happens. I think that might be it. There's a bit of lightning there, but not actually the lightning bolt. Well, that might be it. Sod's law. I turn the camera off and then they get a lightning bolt across the sky. I think there's a proper name for that actually. God knows what it is. Yeah, I think it might be time to tuck it. Ooh, saw one right over there. I don't know if the camera would have picked it up. It definitely seems to be coming from that area there, straight ahead. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and then I think I'm gonna go in. Call it a night. Chill out. Chill out.